Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is the Purple Sports Channel, and today I'll be doing my NRL Round 21 tips for 2026. So yeah, I can't believe it. We're in another week of football. There's some really important games for a lot of teams, obviously, and some teams are trying to stay in the top four, top eight, and some teams still have a chance to make the top eight, and a couple of teams are trying to avoid the bottom four. So, and the wooden spoon as well, obviously. But yeah, but obviously, some big games this weekend, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to round 21. I think there's some really exciting games to look forward to, and yeah, it should be good. Should be a good weekend ahead. But yeah. But guys, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to go follow me on TikTok, Instagram as well. I'll appreciate that as well. But yeah. But first, just want to say hello to the chat. Hello to William Pearson. Hope you're doing well. Good day. Good evening to Jason Reader. I hope you're doing well. Doing well, my friend. And yes, like the stream, lads. I hope everyone gives it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll appreciate that indeed. But yeah. Apart from that, let's get into my round 21 tips, shall we? And starts off on Thursday night at Combank Stadium, 7:50 p.m. It's the Parramatta Eels up against the Penrith Panthers at Combank Stadium in Sydney. The Eels are $5.10. The Panthers are $1.16. Now the Panthers are coming off a bit of an upset loss last week against the Broncos, and yeah, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that result. I thought Penrith would win easily, but Broncos caused the upset against Panthers. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, obviously Parma had a bye last week, so yeah. The Battle of the West. Look, can the Eels make it a game out of it? I think Parramatta versus Penrith the wrong time here, especially coming off a loss. I think Penrith will win, and Penrith to win well. I just can't see. I know it's a home game for the Eels, but I just think Penrith have too much here for the Eels, so I think Panthers will win 30 plus. I'm going to go with a scoreline of Panthers by 18 points. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 28-10, and first try scorer, give me Dylan Edwards as the first try scorer. Anytime try scorers, Brian Toho, and as for the Eels, Joshua Carr on the wing. But yeah, Panthers by 18 points. Two games on Friday night. I think the first game is on 6 o'clock, and it's the Newcastle Knights up against the Sydney Roosters at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. Knights are paying $2.15. The Roosters are $1.70. Yeah, big game this. Another big game this. Obviously, the Knights lost by 2 points against the Sharks in Cronulla, 20 points to 18. And the Roosters, well, they were nothing amazing and impressing, but unfortunately they got the job done against my boys, sadly. But yeah, unfortunately the Roosters did win that game. Look, this is another toss of the coin. It really is. Something just tells me that the Knights are going to cause an upset here, but I don't know, man. I think the Roosters will win this one, but maybe 1-12 though. I think Newcastle, especially Newcastle, I think the Knights can give them a game, but I'm going to go Roosters in a very tight game. Give me Roosters by 6 in this one. I'm going to go 20 points to 14 in favour of the Roosters. First try score. I think Newcastle will score first though from from Fletcher Hunt. I think he will score first. Anytime try scorers, Daniel Tupou and James Tedesco. But yeah, Roosters by 6 in that one. Should be an interesting game in that one. Now the next game, I will be at this game. It's the Sydney Rabbitohs up against my boys, the Melbourne Storm at the Core Stadium in Sydney. Rabbitohs are $2. Melbourne are $1.85 favourites. This is a big game. This is a really, really big game for both teams, especially for us. Because we need to win this game to stay in touch with the top 8. And yeah, it's a really, really big game. The last time that these two teams played, the South put a massive scoreline on us, 48-6, which I will never forget that game ever again. So that was a disappointing result. But I think Melbourne have learned their lessons from that time, and I think we could be a much better team to be much better this time when we play ourselves. That's for sure. But we have to wait and see what happens. But look, both teams have a couple of injuries on their belt, so it's going to be interesting who comes up on top. But I think with Jerome Hume's back, that is a massive in for the Melbourne Storm. So I think we can go down to Sydney and cause a bit of an upset here. So I'm going to go. I think we can win this game. So I'm going to go Melbourne Storm by 8 points. I'm not taking South too lightly because they still have some good players in that team. So they are still a dangerous side. So, but I think we can get the job done. So I'm going to go Melbourne by 8 points. I'm going to go 24-16. First try score. Give me Sui Falongo. I think he will score the first try for the Storm. Anytime try scorers. Give me Jack Howarth as well for the Storm. And I think Jack One would score one for South as well. But Storm by 8 in that one. Come on, the Storm. We need to win this game. Now we move on to Super Saturday. Super Saturday. Some interesting games on Super Saturday. The first game, it's the Canberra Raiders up against the West Tigers at GR Stadium in Canberra. Raiders $1.20, Tigers $4.25. The Tigers were absolutely demolished last week against the Bulldogs. There's no questioning about it. They were terrible. And as for Canberra, well, they had a good lead against South, but they let South back in the game a little bit. But at the end, Canberra won by 10 at the end. Look, I might keep this short and sweet. I think Canberra will win, and Canberra win well, especially in Canberra. I haven't seen much from the Tigers this weekend. I think Canberra have more to play for than the Tigers. So I'm going to go Raiders by 20 points. I'm going to go 30 points to 10, I guess. And first try score, give me Matthew Timokol. Anytime try scorers. Give me Jed Stewart. And for the Tigers, give me Patrick Herbert as well. But yeah, Raiders to win well in that one. Next game, the middle game on Super Saturday. It's the Bulldogs up against the Warriors at a Core Stadium. This game will be interesting, but because obviously both teams are fighting for the top 8, but obviously the Warriors in the top 2. Bulldogs are still a light chance, but obviously this is a big test for them. But yeah, Dogs are $2.50, Warriors are $1.50 favourites. look, I might keep this short and sweet. I can't see the Dogs winning this. I think the Warriors have more and more on, and more are playing better football. So I'm going the Warriors 13 plus here. I'm going to go the Warriors by 16. Give me the Warriors by 16. I'm going to go 34 to 14. I think they'll be a little bit too good here. And no, yeah, first try scorer. Give me Adam Poppy. Anytime try scorers, Dallin with Tesla and Lesniak. And for the Dogs, I'm going to go with Connor Tracy as well. But yeah, Warriors 13 plus in that one. Next game, a Queensland Derby. It's the North Queensland Cowboys up against the Brisbane Broncos up in Townsville. Cowboys $2.13, Broncos $1.70. This is a massive game. This is a really, really big game. The Broncos are still a late chance of making finals, but they have to win probably every game from now on at this stage. If they lose this game, the Broncos, I think they're finished. So the Cowboys do have a good opportunity to end this season right here, which I'll love to see them do, because I can't stand Brisbane whatsoever. But yeah, big game this one, really, really big game. But I'm going the Cowboys, actually. I really think the Cowboys can cash and win this. I think the Cowboys will be pretty upset from last week's loss, so I think they'll be bouncing back in Townsville. Give me the Cowboys by 6. I'm going to go with a scoreline of 22 to 16 in favour of the Cowboys. First try scorer, give me Braden Burns. Anytime try scorers, Jackson Pudu and Reece Walsh for the Broncos. But Cowboys by 6 in that one should be a good game. Now just 2 games left. Sunday. The first one, it's the St. George Illawarra Dragons up against the Gold Coast Titans. Dragons $1.90, Titans at $1.92. So Dragons are slightly favourites to win this, but it's a toss of the coin, this one. So yeah, Titans had a massive upset win over Manly, and which I couldn't believe it. And the Dragons were brave against the Warriors, but just not good enough at the end. Look, tough game, really, really tough game. But for me, I'm going to tip the Titans, actually. I really do. I think the last couple of weeks they have been playing some decent football, so I'm going to go with the Titans in this one. So give me Titans by 4. I'm going to go with a scoreline of 24 to 20. Bit of a high scoring game. First try scorer, I think I'm going to go with Dean Aramila. Anytime and other try scorers, Jojo Fafita, and for the Dragons, Valentine Holmes. But Titans by 4 should be a good game. That one should be very interesting. And the final game to finish, it's the Manly Seagulls up against the Cronulla Sharks at 4 Pines Park. This is another massive game. This one, Manly lost 3 in a row, which I believe, and yeah, they're in a bit of a trouble here, Manly, because if they lose this game, then finals football actually could get away from them. So yeah, big game for Manly. As for the Sharks, well, they had a good win over Newcastle. Was close at the end, but they got the job done. The Battle of the Beaches, this one. This is a really tough game. I'm going to go the Sharks here. I really do. I'm not too keen with Manly at the moment. I think they're in a bit of trouble at the moment, so I'm going to go Sharks in this one. Give me the Sharks by 10. I'm going to go 24 to 14. First try score. Give me Sione Kutoa. Anytime try scores. Ronaldo Monotolo, and for Manly, Ruben Garrick as well. But yeah, Sharks by 10 in that one. Should be a decent game, that one. But yeah. But guys, I'll just go for my tip one more time in case you missed it. So Eels Panthers, I'm going Panthers 13 plus. Knights Roosters, I'm going Roosters 1 to 12. South Melbourne, I'm going Storm 1 to 12. Raiders West Tigers, Raiders 13 plus. Bulldogs Warriors 13 plus. Cowboys Broncos, Cowboys 1 to 12. Dragons Titans 1 to 12. And Manly and Sharks to finish it off. Sharks 1 to 12. So yeah. But guys, those are my tips for round 21. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to go follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I'll appreciate that as well. But yeah, thank you to the live chat as always. I do appreciate your time. And one more thing, let me know in the comments down below who you're tipping for round 21. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until now one, it's goodbye for now, lads. And yeah, up the storm.